Hello and welcome to whatever I'm going to call this, Manly Man Skills. Today we're going to be cleaning semi-automatic handguns. This one happens to be a Glock Model 19. Always check with the manufacturer if you have a owner's manual. If not, order one online. But for the most part, they're basically kind of all the same. If you decide not to clean your gun, that's up to you. It's your gun. You can do whatever you want with it. I know some people that will go out and shoot hundreds of rounds of ammos in these. Ammos in these? Hundreds of rounds of ammo and bring it home, throw it in the closet. Bring it out next time, shoot it again, depending on what kind of gun you have. If you have basically a Glock, they're damn near indestructible. But, you know, you take your chances. If you're going to use a gun for self-defense or a carry gun, you might want to take a little bit better care of that, especially if your life is going to depend on it, or somebody else's life. But for today, we're going to be doing a Glock Model 19. We might do some rifles and other things in the future, but we'll start with this today. Also, it's really easy to take apart and clean. First things first. Always make sure you take the magazine out and check to make sure that you do not have any bullets in it. You don't want to shoot yourself or somebody else. That would suck. Make sure you have your cleaning supplies. You don't have to have super expensive stuff. I think I bought this kit at Walmart, I don't know how many years ago. I paid maybe like $9 for it. Comes with all the little goodies. Also came with some of this too. I think it's Formula 3. Get in focus. Formula 3 gun conditioner. It works good. You can buy more expensive stuff, but really, unless you're a professional shooter and you want to be meticulous about everything that you do on a gun, this will work just fine. Do get some cleaning cloths. You can either use cotton patches, you use cotton balls, whatever you want, whatever's cheaper. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this is something that I use too. It actually came with the kit. It's a silicone gun cloth. I use it just to wipe down the outside. Once again, I've been using it for years, and takes all the fingerprints and everything off. I like this. But like I said, you can use whatever you want. You can go expensive, you can go cheap. It's up to you. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Glock 19. So to disassemble one of these, what you want to do first, like I said, make sure there's no bullets, no magazine. You've cleared the chamber. Make sure there's nothing in there. First you want to pull the action back a little bit. Now on these, there's two little, I don't know what the hell, detents, I guess. There's one here, and there's one on the other side. So what you do is pull the action back a little bit. You want to pull both of these down, then release the slide, pull the trigger, and it slides right off. Is that easy or what? On your slide, you want to disassemble this. Now, for a general cleaning, you don't want to rip the entire gun apart. You don't want to pull any of the little bits in here apart. If you're going to do that, you're getting into gunsmithing, and really, unless you know what you're doing, it's a good idea to kind of stay out of taking all this apart. But for what you need to do for a general cleaning, pull the slide off. You want to pull the spring out. Yeah. I might have to. There we go. Push down, pull it out. And the whole spring is one unit. It's captured, it stays together. This is your barrel. Basically, just pull that out like that. Your firing pin is in here. Now, this is a striker fire design. So once again, you don't need to pull any of this apart. What you're doing is just a general cleaning. So you have your slide, you got your barrel, you got your spring, and you got your body and all your trigger bits in here. Now this is, focus. This is about as far as you need to take it apart to clean. So let's do a general cleaning on this. You can start anywhere you want. We'll start with the barrel. Now, as you can see, this one is already clean, but we'll go through the steps anyway, because I keep my guns clean. So what we'll do is, we'll get a patch. Gosh, just leave it open. Hold on, off camera. And we got a patch. Now we get our stuff. And we'll take this little rod. And we'll take... it's hard to do this with the camera in front of my face. Each kit has its own little pieces for different calibers of guns. This is a 9mm, so this will work just fine for me. Thread it in the end. Now, this is how I clean guns. It doesn't necessarily mean this is how everybody cleans guns. This is just what I do. If you want to follow my steps, that's fine. If you want to do your own thing, that's fine too. Generally, as long as you clean the gun out, keep it in good working condition, you'll be fine. Now, this is what I do, once again, so I don't want to hear any comments about, oh my god, you're doing it wrong. This is just the way I do it, which for probably some people I am doing it wrong. So, we want to put a little bit of this goo on here, on the rag. Doesn't have to be pretty. And then we want to push it through. Ah, yeah. You might pull it. Yeah, I think I used too much. Ah, crap. There we go. Pull it back through. And what you're looking for is any schmutz, soot, whatever you want to call it, on your rag. Now, as you see, this one's clean. Now, you want to do this a few times. Run it in back and forth. Make sure it's nice and clean. And then use a clean one at the end. And what you're looking for, I don't know if you see it. See how pretty it is? Nice and clean. Just do that as much as you can to focus. To get everything nice and cleaned out. Now, once you got that done, throw that off to the side. The spring, you really ain't got to clean that. Take a look at it. Unless there's a lot of buildup of junk and dirt, you really ain't got to worry about cleaning that one. I think this is messing my autofocus up. Yeah, it is. Yeah, get it out of here. Oops, crap. Camera. There we go. Okay. So this is fine. Now your slide. Like I said, you don't have to pull any of this apart. And what I'll usually do is take the one that I used for the barrel, usually the last ones that are nice and clean and still got some of the oil on it. And then I'll get in there and I'll just rub it down. Yeah, rub it down. Oh my god, so weird about this crap. You just want to clean as much as you can out of this stuff. Once again, you're looking for any big pieces, any, I don't know if it's called fouling or soot, whatever you want to call it. Stuff from the bullets. Now, if you fire commercially made ammunition, it's not too bad. You're not going to get a lot of buildup. But if you buy some military surplus from some Yugoslavian country in the 1950s, you're probably going to get a lot more buildup. There's a lot of different chemicals in the military versions. So it all depends on the kind of ammo that you use. And also how much shooting you do with your firearm. And once again, this is already pretty much clean. And get all the schmut out. There. Beautiful. Alright, throw that aside. Now this part. Like I said, don't take any of this stuff apart. Because if you're not a gunsmith, you don't really want to mess with that. Same thing. Get in there. Give it a nice jump. This thing doesn't want us. Focus. Focus, focus, focus. There we go. Get in there. Give it a nice little cleaning. Get all the big stuff out. If you want to, you can wipe it in there. If you're really anal, you can get a little toothbrush. Get little bits and pieces. But, you know, for general cleaning, this is fine. So you've already been out the range. Shot a couple hundred rounds through it. This is about all you need. Now, I would suggest that if you're the kind of person that's going to run thousands of rounds through your gun, and then you just come home and throw it in a bag and leave it for months on end, you might want to do a little more deep cleaning on these. But like I said, this is just for general cleaning. Okay, and once you got all that, nice and clean. If you want to, you can wipe the... If you got any schmutz on the... Just focus. If you got any schmutz on the magazine, clean the bullet if you want to. Clean the pupils. Okay, let's do it. Alright. So, reassembly. Put that over there. Don't want that. Reassembly of the Glock 19. Put the cap back on this. Okay, first thing we do is put the barrel back in. Now if you look, these are the locking lugs. That's going to go facing down. It slides like this. And just slides back right there. The spring itself, you'll see that there's a flat side and there's a slightly rounded side. The slightly rounded side goes into this here. Pull down, and it just catches right on, focus, it just catches right on a little lip right in there, and that's it. That's the whole thing. That's why I like doing these Glocks. Then when you're putting it back together, you want the end of the barrel this way. Now if you look, there are little rails that the slide actually slide into and slide all the way back. So you match that up with these. Focus. Focus. There. See how the slide right there slides back. Now on some of them you have this. Well, excuse me, all of them. Focus. 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 Why is it on my hand? This little piece here. It's actually the eject. I think this is the ejector. Push that down just slightly, and it'll slide all the way back. Now the great thing about excuse me, Glocks is there's no pins you have to install. Once you get to this point here, push it all the way back and it locks itself because it's got these little detents on here. And that's it. That's the whole thing. Ah, crap. No, it's not. I forgot to oil it. Okay, let's go to editing and take it apart. Boom. Okay. Forgot one of the most important steps. Oiling. I got to put my glasses on for this one. Okay, so once again I use this stuff, Formula 3. Works great for me if you've been using it for years. Now, you don't want to over oil your firearms. Actually, it's up to you. If you want to saturate these things, it's your gun, do whatever you want. But you're going to get a lot of dirt and debris sticking to the internal workings and everything else because you got too much. You only need just enough to keep it working like what it is, a piece of machinery. So once again, this is how I do it. Everybody does it a little bit differently. I like putting oil on some of the slides and moving parts, and just a few drops. Put a couple drops on the slide, and then I take a rag and just put a light coating on it. Anything special. Same thing about the slide on here, where it actually, the slide slides, a little bit there, a little bit there, in the back, a little bit there, and a little bit there. I also look down in here, make sure it's not too dry. Looks good in there. Wipe some of the excess off. Yuck, too much there. Get in the camera, get in focus. Sorry about this, it's a big bulky camera I'm trying to do this with. A little bit in there. Alright. Now we can put it back together. Once again, the slide goes on the slide rails. All the way over. Ah, yeah. And there it is. So that is cleaning a Glock Model 19. Very easy gun to clean. Once again, a disclaimer, this is how I clean my guns. You may have your own way of doing it. And don't ever let anybody tell you what you should and shouldn't do with your gun. People can suggest and say, this is the way you should clean it, or you should store it this way. It's yours. You bought it. If you want to throw it in the mud and leave it for a month, or stick it under your pillowcase, that's up to you. This is just the way I do it. So until the next video, bye.